Well done. Welcome, everyone.
Father, what's going on? Did you dismiss all the soldiers before you called us in here?
I can't imagine what you're thinking, King Albert. Summoning an outsider?
Hey, you're not an outsider. Your situation might be a little different, but you're still one of our friends.
That's the first I've heard of it. I'm only here because I was formally summoned.
I confess I have similar reservations. I'm your enemy, at least formally. Should I really be present?
Fear not, Princess Excella. You and Genus are both here as my guests. I intend to treat everyone here equally.
So, why'd you call us all here? Trying to start a sports team?
No, nothing of the sort. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's related to your academic studies.
Studies?
Studies? This is something related to our educations?
That it is. I would like all of you to listen carefully.
I just remembered I have somewhere to be. Academics? Education? Ugh, no thanks.
Sonia, ever since you took up my harmonic, I have been watching you grow and learn. I couldn't be more proud.
Father, you honor me with your words.
Yuma, Dragoneers, we are all fortunate to have such strong warriors fighting on our side.
Thank you, Your Majesty, but I thought you said this was about some kind of education.
Patience, my boy. I'm getting there. Sonia, can you explain what the Dragoneers actually are?
What? I mean, I'm not really sure what you're asking.
I can see how you'd have trouble answering. Nobody has formally taught you about the Dragoneers. I assume it is the same for all of you. You learned how to wield your harmonics by using them in battle.
True. Master Elise was my mentor, but my abilities as a Dragoneer are mostly self-taught.
No one ever taught me how to use my harmonics. I just sort of picked it up as I went along.
Commendable in its own right. There can be no replacement for first-hand experience. Still, don't you think you would better understand the role of a Dragoneer after some formal study?
Formal study?
Indeed. With the proper tutelage, you could grow to become even greater Dragoneers. You have a duty to ensure that this land sees a bright future, and that means passing knowledge to future generations. To that end, I'd like to invite all of you to undertake a course of study from a qualified teacher, as Dragoneers. As for the qualified teacher, well, I shall play the role as best I can.
I see, because you used to be a Dragoneer yourself.
So you intend to teach us valuable information about our duty?
In theory, yes. What do you think? I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, so I hope you're prepared to learn.
Studying, huh? To be honest, I'm not crazy about the idea. I'm not even a Dragoneer to begin with.
My thoughts exactly. I'm going home. This has nothing to do with me.
Don't say that. Even if you aren't Dragoneers, the study of dragons isn't totally irrelevant to you, is it?
I don't care if I'm a Dragoneer. I'll pass on studying. Not to sound like Rena, but I'm not really into this.
I don't like studying.
Your Highness, you're too kind. Please teach us the forgotten ways of the historical Dragoneers.
Huh. Kirika seems pretty excited.
Yes. I suppose a bit of formal instruction certainly couldn't hurt.
Learning from King Albert himself seems an uncommon opportunity. I expect I might actually learn something.
Ugh, what a bunch of goody two-shoes. I can't believe you want to study.
Father, please. We're ready to start the class.
Now, a bit of patience. I've just arranged for the textbooks to be brought from the vault. Any moment now.
Your Majesty, it's terrible. All the textbooks they're gone.
No, not the textbooks.
Yes, jackpot.
Agnum, this isn't the time to be celebrating.
How can this be? Every volume of the Dragonomicon gone.
This box is empty. Were they stored in here?
Yes, they were. All 14 volumes of the Dragoneer textbook series have disappeared. The Dragonomicon.
14 volumes. Whoever did this, thank you.
But Father, our treasury's under heavy guard. And it's unlikely anyone's tampered with the locks.
Well, they are royal property. The intent was to keep them under lock and key until needed. Can't have been stolen.
If all reason says they should be there, but they simply aren't, then perhaps...
You think a grimoire is responsible?
There's a good chance that's it. We ought to at least confirm our suspicions.
Beg pardon? You think a grandma's devotion is responsible for this?
Father, I think we know what's going on. Can you let us handle this?
I'm still not sure I want to.
Yes, that is correct. The books in the vault have vanished, and the fault lies with the grimoire distortion. So it's true. And if we destroy that distortion, the books should reappear.
Do we really have to?
Don't say that. This is for Elfrida, too. Come on, let's go!
To eliminate this particular distortion, you'll need to wear a special outfit. But the only ones I have on hand are for girls.
Well, there you have it, Leston. You're gonna have to go in drag. Anything for the king, right?
What? Are you insane? I am not wearing women's clothes into a dungeon.
Then this duty falls to us. A simple enough condition.
They can at least come into the dungeon, right? You guys should join us. We gotta stick together.
Stick together. But everyone's just running off and doing their own thing.
What a curious building. But I can sense the presence of monsters.
What strange clothing. Do we really have to fight in this?
The design is nice, but it's kind of tight, especially around the chest.
Quiet. I hear something.
Seekers of my wisdom, are you Dragoneers true?
Who's there? Show yourself.
I am the Dragonomicon. I preside over knowledge. If you thirst for wisdom, seek me out. and be judged.
So this is some kind of test?
Oh, one of those tests. We're a lot better at those than the written kind. Man, I wish I could fight in here.
Well, you perked up pretty fast, but it doesn't look like we can help much.
Nope, I think this one's all ours. Let's go, girls!
Oh, you've returned! Rejoice, everyone. The Dragonomicon is back, safe and sound.
Really? So we beat the distortion for good?
Well, Your Highness, it seems we're finally ready for your lecture. Oh, right. I forgot I didn't actually want to do this.
Well done, everyone. Thanks to you, the intellects of Astoria have a bright future ahead of them.
I mean, I don't know if it's that big a deal. He might be overdoing it a little.
Then by all means, let us begin. Are you all prepared?
Wait, right now? I don't even know if I want to study.
Yuma, calm down. We can study together, right? I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay, fine. I can pay attention. This is all important to what we do anyway.
Even if it is about our job, I don't really want to do it.
Well then, pencils up. Make sure to write in your answers quickly and cleanly. Question 1. Who is the leader among the 5 world dragons?
What? Is this a test just for Dragoneers? I feel like I'm on a quiz show.
Question 2. Deus was sealed long ago. What is the name of the group trying to resurrect Deus?
Is this really building on our knowledge as Dragoneers? It feels like these are all facts we already know.
Question 3. What is the name of the technique that can only be used when 2 or more Dragoneers are present?
Wait, what was it called again? I know it, but it's hard to remember when I'm on the spot like this.
I thought this was gonna be a real test. This is a cinch.
I suppose I can't fault your confidence.
Well, looks like my father's all worked up about this, so we'll just have to tough it out.
Is everyone finished? Bring your sheets to the front. I shall grade them later.
Father, those questions earlier, were they really from the book?
You've caught me. Indeed, those questions were not from the Dragonomicon. I devised them myself.
It was a little obvious.
Your Highness, what is the meaning of this? I thought you would be teaching us secrets from the Dragonomicon.
Well, that was my intention. But after I opened the first volume, I had a change of heart.
Why? What did it say?
Well, perhaps you'll understand if you see it for yourself. Here, take a look.
What?
Curious. Most curious indeed.
Why are you all so surprised? Let me see. What does it say?
Oh, sorry. Let's see here. It says... the vessel of the Shining Dragon and the 7 Dragoneers who have gathered under his banner. These listed already possess the qualities of knights. They need no further guidance but their own hearts.
What? What's that supposed to mean? The book knows about us?
So it would seem. But how? Is this truly the same book that was passed down across generations?
The Draconomicon is not to be questioned. Generations of kings have left their signatures in its pages.
But what does this mean?
I don't know for sure, but maybe the Draconomicon itself already judged us.
Wait, you think the book has a mind of its own?
Yeah, that's my best guess. Remember how we heard the Draconomicon speak to us in the distortion?
I see what you mean. Something about judging us, I believe.
Okay, so a book tried to read us, and then rewrote itself?
Regardless of the specifics, I'm sure this is all as the Draconomicon intended.
But Father, that still doesn't explain that quiz you gave us instead.
I thought it might be something of a letdown if I just sent you away empty-handed.
Really?
Well, that and... just once, I wanted to know the feeling of standing at the head of a classroom. So I just cooked up a couple questions as fast as I could. It wasn't much of a test, but did you enjoy it?
That's all? I was taking these questions super seriously. I was so tense.
Hey, Sonia, does the king have a lot of free time on his hands?
He has all kinds of royal duties, so he shouldn't be bored. Maybe he just misses being a Dragoneer himself.
Still, it's astounding. A book that not only has a will of its own, but judged that it had nothing to teach us.
A marvel indeed. It's plain to see why it's been passed down the royal historian bloodline.
I don't know. Hard to feel like it's all that mystic after the king's little game show. Still, I guess it was kind of fun.
If you enjoyed my lecture, you're welcome to stop by any time. Perhaps I can devise a popped quiz for you,
I think I'll pass.